Guys, during one of the last Bitcoin Miami conferences, Kevin O'Leary made a major prediction for the crypto industry. In his keynote speech, Mr. Wonderful talked about the innovation happening in the industry, the need for regulations, and the capital ready to flow into digital assets. Shortly, big times are coming, along with significant opportunities, so let's talk about it in detail now. It is as if Kevin O'Leary is hinting to us all not to look at cryptocurrency only from one side, which is profit, because this approach can often play a cruel joke on you and deprive you from all your savings. Many people overreact to price movements in their small portfolios, but sometimes it's worth looking at the situation from a completely different angle, and you'll feel better. You may have known it, but funds are created with a long-term focus for their investments, often 5 or even 8 years. Funds portfolios are not $10,000 or $100,000. They are investing $1 million to several billion dollars, and also run the risk of losing some of their investments. But institutional players don't exit the market in a panic. They continue to be in position. The main difference between retail investors and large institutional players is their investment horizons. Kevin once said, "When we get policy and the regulator regulates, that's not a negative thing. The spigots of capital are going to flood into the sector as you've never seen. Those who can invest now are getting ahead of what will be a huge wave of interest." In that sense, Mr. Wonderful predicted that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies will become the 12 sectors in the S&P 500 or the global industry classification standard. The legendary investor was referring to the method of sorting publicly traded companies, according to the Corporate Finance Institute used by this index. O'Leary also made comments on Twitter. Those who have been in crypto for a long time have noticed the increasing acceptance of this technology and the entire crypto market. Many have begun to change their minds about this industry. Even the most avid opponents of it are buying some into their portfolios. Increasingly, we're seeing people who care not only about profit, but also about technology. It's also essential to understand the following. The S&P 500 index is a stock market index that tracks the performance of the top 500 publicly traded companies listed on stock exchanges in the US. The index, maintained by S&P Dow Jones Indices, currently sorts the publicly traded companies into 11 sectors based on their primary business activity. But it's important to realize that nothing is eternal. There is always something new to replace the old. I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Guys, and next we'll give you the reasons why you shouldn't miss this once-in-a-century opportunity. In the meantime, give this video a thumbs up and check if you're subscribed to the CoinPost channel. We continue. Mr. Wonderful believes crypto will become one of the largest economic sectors that will affect our world. Also, the smartest people in the world are working on cryptocurrencies and digital assets. In this regard, he expects the US to introduce the regulatory and policy framework that will keep blockchain-based companies in the North American country. Why does it matter? O'Leary comments assume significance, as he has displayed mixed feelings toward the crypto industry over the years. The list doesn't end there. More and more people of different classes are joining the cryptocurrency sphere who, in one way or another, did not believe in blockchain as technology, or saw it only as an opportunity to make money on assets that are not backed up by anything. But times change, and you should too. O'Leary believes regulations are coming and emphasizes that this will be a good thing for the industry. There are already optimistic signals from government officials and regulators. Here's what he said. "I've been spending a lot of time in Washington in the last 3 months. The good news is, on a bipartisan basis, there are many senators and reps that are thinking about this in a proactive way. The pace and acceleration of policy proposals coming out of bipartisan Senate committees and the Hill has never been greater. We've got the Lummis bill, we have the Haggerty and the Toomey bill for stablecoin. In addition, President Biden is expected to issue an executive order next week directing agencies across the government to study cryptocurrencies and a central bank digital currency, CBDC, and develop a government-wide strategy to regulate digital assets. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has yet to introduce regulations for crypto exchanges, but SEC Chair Gary Gensler is hopeful of formalizing guidelines this year. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve published a research and analysis white paper which called attention to the price volatility, limitations on transaction throughput, and energy footprint of cryptocurrencies, suggesting the Fed may favor a central bank digital currency or stablecoin. The fact that big companies have long made their bets on the cryptocurrency market is clear enough. O'Leary commented on the deal, the announcement of BlackRock and Fidelity putting $400 million into USDC, the Circle product, that's unprecedented for such state financial service companies to make a bet that large on cryptocurrency. As there are currently 11 sectors of the S&P 500, most experts typically advise putting no more than 20% in one sector and no more than 5% in one stock. Kevin applies that strategy to his crypto portfolio and predicts crypto, blockchain, and innovative financial services will become the S&P 500's 12th sector within a decade. Now he holds 32 positions in the digital asset sector, including Solana, Bitcoin, and blockchain firm Polygon. He explained that no single position takes up more than 5% of the allotted 20%. Folks, there are so many sectors in this industry. However, I do not recommend you invest a lot of money in some of them right away. Instead, I would prefer more reliable options. The technology needs some time to prove itself, but I should also add that investments should primarily be for the money that you are 100% prepared to lose and that will not hit you hard financially. O'Leary urges heavy diversification because you have no idea what's going to work. He added that just 1 or 2 winners out of 10 positions can play for all the losers. Also, the Web 3.0 sector deserves special attention. Who didn't know, it's the 3rd generation of the internet which awaits us in the future. Its striking feature is that data will be linked in a decentralized way. Also, interestingly enough, ordinary users and machines will be able to interact with data directly. O'Leary explained that more curated metaverse locations will be highly sought-after places for economic transactions and advertising for big brands. However, uncurated metaverse locations will likely have less attractive businesses such as virtual pawn shops, smoke shops, and lesser-known brands. So in general, the cryptocurrency world is not just a metaverse. More and more exciting technologies are trying to solve some significant problems or tasks. Those who come here to make sense of it will definitely be able to make money and won't be thrown out by the market. Look not just at the asset's price, but at its value per se. And I wish you all good luck. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Your CoinPost.